And Gaurav Chatterjee has given a fantastic background score and also composed these brilliant songs for it. He's a fan of Kishore Kumar and he sings, and that's the only time you hear his voice. And that's when I said, you know what, can I sing my own songs? You do tend to look at those things, and those things do affect you.
जिस प्रकार से फैंस चाहते हैं अपने कलाकारों को अलग अलग रोल्स में देखना, उसी प्रकार से काफी सारे ऐसे कलाकार हैं who love experimenting with different kind of roles. well, आज मेरे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं नमित दास, जो कि करेंगे बात अपने आने वाली मूवी आफत-ए-इश्क के बारे में और बताएंगे all that went behind the making of the character of the movie and a lot more in depth about the same and his future projects. तो आइए चलिए मेरे यानी विशाखा के साथ बुलाते हैं नमित को और जानते हैं कि वो क्या कुछ शेयर करते हैं हमारे साथ. Well, I would say firstly, welcome to Telechakkar. Always a pleasure having you, Namit, with us. Talking about Aafat-E-Ishq, नाम से ही लगता है कि कुछ बहुत ही अलग चीज नहीं है, लेकिन बहुत ही अलग है क्योंकि it's always that even if we talk about love stories, if we talk about इंतहाई प्यार and whatever, फिर भी कुछ ऐसा है जो हमें देखने का रह जाता है. So if I may ask you, what is there in the project for us to actually enjoy, and what was that made you say yes for it?
I would say that both your questions have the same answer because it is a fantastic cast for which you should come and watch the film on Z5 on 29th October. It is a fantastic story, a fantastic director who's not only a director but also a brilliant artist and a designer. And yeah, it's on 29th October. So just come and watch the film, log on to Z5 and subscribe and watch it. Yeah.
You actually choose the kind of work that you want to do. You have made a mark for yourself to be able to choose that kind of work. So इस काम में ऐसा क्या था that that you loved it and you wanted to be a part of it, I would say?
I think from the go, when the director, Indrajit narrated me the film, I was like, I want to be part of it. Not only because of the world that he wanted to create, but also this character that I'm playing. He's Atma Ram, and throughout the film, he doesn't have any dialogues. And Atma Ram is like a tribute to silent movies and to a genre which is to that bygone era, to that innocence which existed like 50 or 60 years back. And I said, I really want to take up this challenge of portraying Atma without any dialogues. The moment that question was asked, I was like, okay, fine. But what do I do in the scene if I'm just standing and not doing anything? So I went back into my theatre years, and there's a lot of physical work that I'd done at that point of time, and a lot of clowning, miming, pantomiming. So all of that sort of was employed to create Atma Ram for Aafat-E-Ishq. He's a fan of Kishore Kumar and he sings, and that's the only time you hear his voice. And that's when I said, you know what, can I sing my own songs? So I have sung my own songs for Aafat-E-Ishq. There are 2 songs that I've sung. One is there in the trailer. It's called Love Ka Bhoot. It's like the soundtrack. It's like the sound of Aafat-E-Ishq. And then there is another ballad, which is a romantic song, which I have sung. So I said, wow. So these are the reasons why I had to do it.
It seems that you're like, that feeling when you're simply mesmerized by someone or by a character, and then you want to say a lot, but you really can't say a lot because you can't reveal too much. I feel that way around with you right now while you're talking about the character.
Absolutely, because there's only that much you can reveal, because if I reveal too much, then I would be revealing the story. But I'm excited about the musical part as well. To be associated in at different levels with the project, and Gaurav Chatterjee has given a fantastic background score and also composed these brilliant songs for it.
Some actors who are well known for the role of actually action thriller, then there are some who are much known for the negative one. But आप एक ऐसे कलाकार हैं जो almost हर genre में कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप को फिट कर चुके हैं, and even then you have that hunger of playing different roles still. So I would love to know one thing, that ऐसा कोई किरदार है जो आपके लिए सबसे डिफिकल्ट था, लेकिन स्क्रीन पे जब हमने देखा तो हमें लगा यार ये तो कितना आसान था. ऐसा कोई रोल था आपका अभी तक?
I think Suitable Boy was really tough for me. Although it seemed very easy, and my wife keeps telling me that she keeps telling me that that Haresh is very much like you. But there's a lot that went into creating Haresh also. First of all, the language, English, and the spoken word, according to the era that Mira wanted to create. Then the clothes and everything. I think. Also, I learned shoemaking for it. I think it was there were many challenges that go into making any character. But the skill of any actor is to make it look easy because it shouldn't look like an effort.
Actor as a performer, how much the fans ka feedback affects your performance, or you just listen to it and then you move ahead to the next one?
You see, one has to try to be unaffected by it. One has to try to just hear it at the surface level and move on to the other things that you're doing. But the truth is that it does affect you. If there are some negative comments that come up, or on social media, you have certain people who call you certain things in a certain way. You do tend to look at those things, and those things do affect you. But as a person who is under the public eye, I think one has to cross over. One has to take it up as a challenge and move on to the next thing, and give your level best in that.
Has it ever happened that a fan reached out to you, Namit, and they said that, आपके इस role के कारण या फिर इस काम के कारण, this is a change that has happened in my life? Have you affected somebody's life in that regard?
That is a lovely question. It has happened, people do write me. And now I think the interaction is also very easy via Instagram or Facebook and other mediums where you can DM your favorite actor or your favorite personality. And it has happened with me. And I think it happened with Suitable Boy. A lot of people wrote in saying that, we identified with your character and the values that you had. It happened with Sumit Samalega also, where a lot of men actually wrote to me saying that, we go through this sort of a situation in our house many times where where we don't want to take any stand, but we are sort of sandwiched between our wives and our mothers, and we don't know what to do.
How much do you find that thing pretty sensible? Because there are a lot of hard-working actors, jahan pe, we know that a particular role that particular actor might fit the best, but then somebody else who has more followers is chosen. So how much do you find this thing sensible or correct, or do you not favor this thing?
It is the reality of the cruel times that we live in. That sometimes
Yes.
followers and your and how much engaging is your account. All of these things really matter. Yeah, it's a cruel reality of the times we live in, actually. And I
Have
see a
you
lot of
tried being a
actors.
part of the Bed Chal?
I keep posting stuff on Instagram, but I try not to let it affect myself because it's just one part of the big reality that one is trying to build. But one has to accept it and one has to move on. And today I think people keep talking about Instagram because it's probably one of the biggest mediums that we are dealing with. So yeah, you have to show your face there, and I try to do it. I try to take the positive out of that as well, because a lot of what I do on Instagram is my music.
कोई एक ऐसा रोल है जिनको उन्होंने बहुत ही brutally criticize किया that maybe she did not like it to that level of your kind of other works that you've done?
And she is always brutally honest to me. I don't think she enjoyed a film that I did. I won't take the name because it did not release. And she didn't enjoy that film. She did not enjoy my part in it. I don't think so. And we had a long discussion, and she's always brutally honest about whatever I do. And that's why I think it's really an honest opinion. And that's why it's so valuable for me.
What was her feedback for this particular role that we're going to see in Aafat-E-Ishq? Unka kya feedback?
She's very interested. She was interested when I told her about the script. She was very excited about the cast that I was going to be working with. But it's at that level. On 29th October when it releases, we'll see it together probably. And then I think the verdict will be out.
Fans को ये बता दीजिए कि इसके बाद Aafat-E-Ishq से तो obviously they're gonna see a very different side of yours. They're gonna listen to your music once again. What all can they expect post Aafat-E-Ishq? आगे क्या? What next?
Many things. I am doing this show called Tuna for Netflix, which I've just completed, and then there is Donali. I don't know which platform is it going to be on, but we are. It's being shot right now, and then there is Rocket Boys, and all of it is scheduled for the next year. So you'll be seeing me in those shows, and hopefully we'll meet again at that point of time, Vishakha.
Thank you so much for joining with us here at Telechucker. It's a pleasure having you with me.
Same here, Vishakha. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching today's chat session with me, Vishakha Pandit, जहां आज मेरे मेहमान थे नमित दास, जिनको आप लोग देखने वाले हैं आफत-ए-इश्क में. Well, we really hope that you're gonna love his work as much as he loved shooting for it. Until then, you do stay tuned to Telechucker for all the more updates about the Tele world.
Know all about the Tele world by subscribing to Telechucker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.